now we have another language. We have modern art and we have contemporary art. It's still very vague between the two. So you guys can actually define it yourself. I don't need to define it for you. Does anybody want to define the difference? Because there's no right or wrong answer between contemporary and modern. Just like watching that, that's contemporary. So contemporary would be very current. It would be, what is contemporary? What does the word contemporary mean? English people? It means living or occurring at the same time. Belonging to or occurring to the present. But how does that differ from modern? It's just a new language, right? So like modern in the 1920s, if you lived there, that was also contemporary. But now, if we say the word modern, it's an old-fashioned word. So like if I use the word modern, I'm saying I'm being modern. I'm actually using an old-fashioned word in a way, but it means the same thing as contemporary. It's just language. But now we have another word. So contemporary is everything that's AI and digital. And we're going to go back to our slideshow here. Art in this class can be put into any one of your art modalities, okay, including engineering. You know. It's the same language, it's the same concepts, it's the same time periods, it's the same history. They all coincide, right? So just by learning art, you've just learned it all in that respect, how it connects to absolutely everything. Okay, so we are, and there's me again, and there's me again, and that's four. I put 4 videos up on modernism, and then I haven't done more. I don't know if I will. We'll see. So that's a lot of videos. Each one of these videos, by the way, all you have to do is click on the video and go to the YouTube station, the channel, and it's open to the public. And by doing that, because I don't have everything posted in here, because this is a voluntary thing I'm doing, this is not part of the class, this is extra on top. You can go to the YouTube channel and you can scroll through all my videos and you can say, have I ever seen her wearing that shirt? She wore that shirt one day when I was like, oh no, she wasn't, so maybe I should watch that, okay? That will just help you a little. Not everything's there, okay? But you do have a whole channel. And you guys are the only ones looking at it because I'm not that popular. All right, so let's go to, let's go to the slideshow. Before I do that, remember I did offer everybody 5 credits for this. Some people don't want to do it because they feel it's immoral, but I looked it up, it's not illegal. It's just, if you don't want to do it because it's immoral, that's your deal. But it's just 5 credits and you can go do Rate Your Professor. So far I've only had one person in this class do that. Everybody knows how to do that? Okay, the thing is, it's also anonymous, so I can't see who did it. So you could go up there and hate on me if you want, but please don't. This is not, nobody can see your name, okay? All right. And I had one negative comment that I had to counteract. So this is why I'm doing it. And basically, here's one from this class. I have no idea who did it, just showing it to you. But I just wanted to respond to it too. I just want to respond to it because in that one it said that sometimes I'm repetitive and so it's hard to follow. Some of these comments that you guys make, and I don't know who made it, I don't care. That doesn't bother me. But I like to be able to, it's hard to get that just to me without it in talking to my face because I have something to say to that, right? So like there's a reason I'm repetitive. The reason I'm repetitive is because when I look around this room right now, there are 10 stable people that I see their face every single day. maybe 12. The rest of you guys, I don't see you every single day. I see you come, I see you go. Sometimes you're here, sometimes you're not. People who I'm talking to aren't here, okay? So it's not about the 10, 15 stable people that are always here and always present. I mean, I adore you guys and I'm grateful for that. But what I have to do is I have to teach to 68 people. I can't teach to just 12. And so the reason I repeat myself is so people don't get lost. I'm not doing it I'm doing it intentionally is my point. And I'm sorry if it bores you. But, so it's hard for me, do you understand how it's hard for me to get feedback without being able to respond? Can you guys understand that? Because I don't have an opportunity to explain. Yeah, that is your experience, but this is the reason why. So just be conscious of that, okay? So this, Ray, my professor, because we are going to have a final exam and it is required by SU that I give it to you. And it is required that I give it to you in a test format. So what I'm going to do, last semester I gave it in class and I had a problem because I had students show up the day before sending me really horrible emails. How dare you not be here? I'm in class and I've been here for 2 hours. They were at the wrong time, attacking me. So I really don't want to get into any of these situations again with any of you guys. Not that you would do that, but you could accidentally because there's so much stress. And then if you get here and you sit here for 2 hours, you get angry, not realizing that you didn't read the email, 3 of them that came to your desk. So it's all online. You don't have to show up. Okay, you don't have to show up for finals week. The test will be harder and it will be posted online. Now, if you have a preference for me to be here, I can be in the room. That's not a problem. I can be sitting at this desk and you can take the test here if you feel like you need to have me there for you to ask questions. It is an open book test, meaning you can look at any resource you want. Okay? All right. Any questions on that?
How many questions will be on?
I don't have the I keep adding. I'm creating it, it's almost done, and
50, 100?
No, not like that much. About lower than 50. Okay, so, and it's gonna be a lot of the same questions. I'm recycling questions, okay? So that means the questions on the other ones are gonna come back around to bite you if you didn't, yeah.
Is it open the entire finals week, or is it just like open?
I'll open it the entire finals week until I have to lock it to do my grades, which will be the end of the finals week. Yeah. So that will be Monday through Friday, I believe. And I'll lock it Friday. Okay. So on the, I really want to do you guys justice and go over what's on. So this is repeat. Impressionism. Impressionism looks like this. It doesn't look like post-impressionism. Why doesn't it look like post-impressionism? What makes impressionism different than post-impressionism? Remember, post-impressionism is, I'll show you so you understand what we're talking about. This is post-impressionism. Do you see a difference or are you confused? Because this, for me, I got 90% wrong last time. Yes?
Isn't the difference that you can actually make shapes out of this one and not the ones that you
Shapes is a good way to define it. Is that what you're saying? Make shapes. There's more shapes. Yes, so there's more to look at. There's more defined images. That's one way to tell the difference. Okay. There's 3 different ways it's being painted here. This is pointillism, meaning they're using dots. This is probably using really thick impasto paint, kind of making that palette knife feeling, so it's thick. And this is painterly, meaning they're just painting, like with strokes and stuff. Okay, let's go back. This is Impressionism. Impressionism, I can show you more Impressionisms, but I'm only going to show you it's not like I'm showing you artists I haven't shown you before. Right? You know, like, I'm not like gonna take another artist and show you Impressionism, because there are other artists that do Impressionism, right? I'm just showing you, like if you're in class right now and we're having this conversation, I can tell right now that 20% of the class is not in this room. They are not gonna get it, okay, because they're not here listening to me, fortunately, even though I have videos, everything, okay? So Impressionist is much more like a landscape, okay, in general. The other ones have landscapes too, okay? Post-Impressionism has landscapes. But the thing about Impressionism is what comes right before Impressionism? No. Realism comes later. Realism, yes, realism, sorry. You're right. Who said that? You said that? Realism, Romanticism. I was thinking photorealism. Realism, Romanticism, and the Victorian age. Neoclassical. These are all right before Impressionism. Okay, so yes, realism is what creates Impressionism. So realism, what is realism? We'll look at that too. The art of realism. It's like people working. Right? It's the farmers. It's the things that never really got painted before. This is Impressionism. I'm just showing you. They're not moving very fast, like a little slideshow thing. This is Post-Impressionism. Post. Why is that post?
Probably because the way it was painted.
It's the way it's painted. This one as well, it's post. This would be more Impressionism. You can't see so much. But you can't see so much. Now there's a borderline that I'm not gonna tease you with. I'm not gonna tease you at the border. I'm showing you that this is post-Impressionism, okay? Because there's so much paint and it's so stylized. Okay, but I'm not gonna like go through all that stuff with you and be like, make a really hard decision for you. I'm going to show you the ones you already know. Okay? This is the one you already know. That's Impressionism, and it's Claude Monet. Anytime you see Claude Monet, he's Impressionist. That's all he did. He never did anything else. Picasso did all of it. Claude Monet never did anything else. That's why I'm only going to show you a Claude Monet, because he is Impressionism, like the definition of. Okay, this is Henri Matisse. I don't have him on the test. Okay. We do have Art Nouveau. Art Nouveau is on the test. Who knows what makes Art Nouveau Art Nouveau? Let's take a look. We didn't go into it too much. I don't know. We could watch a video on it today if you want to catch up on it, but it's just one image on the test, not a lot of information. It's a short period of time, so I didn't, like I told you before, I can't go into every single art period. It would be absolutely impossible in this class because this is an overview, which isn't the best design for art history, right? It should be in 3 segments, but it is what it is. It's an overview of art history. So here, this is Art Nouveau. Now, Art Nouveau is very important because it creates graphic design. Graphic design does not exist without 2 people, 2 parties. The style of Art Nouveau and which artist? The engraver. I remember. I'll go back. This is Art Nouveau. Okay, so you know, those chandeliers that cost 10 grand, what are they called? What are those called? There's a name for the chandelier. That's Art Nouveau. We have it all the time today in home decoration. So if you meet somebody and they have a lot of money and they want to make their house absolutely fabulous in their own particular way, they might go towards an Art Nouveau. They might, most people nowadays, if they have the money and they're artsy, they'll make each room like a time period. I would, that'd be super cool, right? So each room would be a time period, so they'd have an Art Nouveau room. Like all the furniture and pieces in it would be Art Nouveau. And it has a Rococo feel, but it's not Rococo, okay? It's different, it's modern. It is a modern version of Rococo. So, comes from a lot of Japanese art, it's influenced by it. It's very stylized. It's very crisp, clean, and stylized. Okay. So we have all of the advertising for shows and concerts and operas and all those good things will be using this art to advertise them. It's very squiggly, very strange, very niche, very, even that word is another word that we were just using, metropolitan, right? That's another word to describe, we're on the cutting edge of art. Okay, so you guys feel like you know what that is? Let's move on. There's a little show here on Art Nouveau. Well, let's see.
Taken a decidedly academic turn. To be considered a serious artist, individual.
I'm going to show you a couple little videos today. We'll do this one. I'm going to cut it early, and then there's one that covers all like the modern art that we just discussed. And then you'll pretty much be done with modern art. We can go into AI art a little bit, but like we just saw, computer animation, game art. That's where art goes today. That's where art is today. So like if we have aspiring young artists all the time, for example, who want to get into the school, and the one department that's overflowing is illustration versus fine art. And if they had animation, that one would be overflowing. So my daughter wants to go into animation and she's looking around at schools. It's such a big waiting list to get into animation right now. So where do the artists funnel their energy right now? Because fine art, well, it died. It died. I know it died with the toilet. But now, fine art is commercial art. Okay, it's very hard to be a fine artist without being some sort of commercial artist to make commerce off of it. So instead, it's routing the artistic folk towards computer animation, AI, digital art, and anything to do with graphic design. That's where all the artists are going. So if you want to hang out with an artist, that's where you'll meet them. Not in the gallery anymore. But that's where we are today. So let's back up a little. We'll come back here. We'll come back to that.
Individuals had to